Sandra here, and if you're new, I post videos all on beauty and lifestyle and just about anything that tickles my fancy. So if you click the notification bell and the subscription button, you'll be up to date on everything that I post. So I am getting back into the whole filming mode, and y'all know I love to film in daylight. I literally have about 8 minutes to film this video. I actually was gonna do a video talking about all the drama that's been going on in the beauty community, but I think I'm gonna wait for that later because I want to fully gather my thoughts. I don't really personally care about the drama. I just care about how it affects like smaller YouTubers like myself and all the other people that look like me. So that's for a later video. But today I'm gonna be showing you guys my little Sephora haul. That's my little post for the like screen grab. So I'm gonna post my Sephora haul, and I figured I might as well film it now. Some of the stuff I actually started using because I did 2 orders on Sephora. One maybe like 2 days after the sale started going, and then the other one I did like the last day of the sale. Now I have a beef to pick with Sephora. Like, I know it was a VIB sale, and I get that their like shipping is like super like you know, like it was like a lot of orders or so on and so forth. But normally when I order from Sephora, I literally get my package in like 2 or 3 days. It doesn't matter if it's a sale or not, I always do. But I've noticed ever since I moved to a new zip code, they're shipping my order from like Kentucky or like Minnesota or wherever, and I'm like, I live in New York. Like, I don't understand why it's taking so long for me to get my package, but that's, you know what, whatever. Anyways, so for me, I've been going through this whole minimalism kind of journey. I'm kind of on a low buy like year, and I'm trying not to spend a lot of money, especially on unnecessary makeup. So this wholesale for me was all about stuff that I pretty much have been using, wanted to try, or just anything that I'm going to be using like now, like nothing that's going to be sitting in the corner gathering dust. So the first thing I bought was a re-up of my Fenty Beauty foundation. I love this foundation. If you have oily skin, you're probably gonna love this foundation just as much as I do. So I've used color 420, 420, 430, and now I ordered 410. 420 is a little bit too red, 430 is a slightly bit too dark, and 410 to me is perfect. It pulls more on a neutral side, which I love. I love my foundation to be very neutral. I think because I have a lot of eye hyperpigmentation, sometimes if I put a foundation on, it looks too red, and then sometimes if I put a foundation on, it looks too yellow or too light for my skin. So 410 for me is just a perfect match, and I love it. In keeping with the whole Fenty Beauty thing, I decided to go ahead and try their concealers because the sunlight is like really shifting right now. I decided to go ahead and try their concealers because I have the foundation, and I figure why not try the concealer, and everybody been raving about it. The concealer I'm currently using is MAC MAC Pro Filter Longwear Concealer in like NC45. I use that under my eyes. This was mostly when I buy concealers, I use it for under my eyes. So this was for under my eyes, and I got the color 380. It's very neutral. And the thing is, when it comes to my makeup, I like my foundation to be neutral, but I like the stuff that I put under my eyes to be a little bit more yellow because it pulls a lot more brightness under the eye. So this is color 380, and it's super neutral. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I don't know if I want to return it at all either. So we shall see about that. I also decided, I'm like looking at the time, I also decided to go ahead and get the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the color Honey. Now, I use the Sasha Cosmetic setting powder, and mine is literally like, I have like maybe like about a week or 2 weeks left of that, and I figured why not re-up on the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder. I'm actually going to do a comparison video on the both of them. I feel like I already know which one I like, and I'm gonna leave that for that video. But I like this setting powder. It's nice, but I'm gonna do a video comparing the both of them because I don't want to like give away too much in this. But this is what I got, and I absolutely love the packaging. Like, the packaging to me for Fenty Beauty is like super amazing. So that's what I got. I also went and got the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the color Coconutty. I haven't used this yet because I got this package yesterday. I got this last night, so I haven't touched this yet. But the foundation and the concealer and the setting powder I've actually used. So I decided to went and get the bronzer in Coconutty. And how cute is this packaging? I'm not sure how it is yet. It almost looks like my skin tone on camera, but it actually is slightly darker than I am. I'm not sure how I'm gonna like it. I thought about getting the darker one, but when I was looking at videos, I noticed that the darker one was like super red, and I'm not about the redness on my face. Like, I'm just not here for it. So I'm excited to try this and see how I like it. I don't have a lot of I literally only have one bronzer, and I use the CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony, I think it's called. That's the only bronzer I use. The only thing between CoverGirl with the CoverGirl bronzer that I don't like is that it has flecks of glitter, like flecks of gold glitter in it, that I don't like. And that's why I decided to go and get the Coconutty, because it is very neutral. It doesn't have any very matte, I should say. It has no form of shimmer, shine, or anything like that, and I like my face to be matte. Okay, I have oily skin and I want my skin to be matte, so that's why I went and got that. So I'm excited to try that. I also decided to get the Cover FX Power Play foundation, and this I actually had to exchange because when I got the first order, I went and ordered N100, and I thought N100 was a little bit too dark for my skin, so I went and got N90. So the N just means that it's neutral. Like I said, I like my foundation to be neutral, so I went and got N90. I haven't used it yet, but the color I tested out in stores, and I haven't used this one yet, but I've tested out the color in store, and I think I actually like the N90 better than the N100. So if you are my skin tone, you're probably gonna like this as well. So I'm gonna do a video talking about this later, but so far so good. And also, Cover FX is a part of the Clean Beauty brand at Sephora, which means that it contains no parabens and none of that icky stuff, which I'm kind of trying to see if I could swap out some of my foundation, like my base products, to Clean Beauty brands, but I don't know yet, because some of these Clean Beauty brands, I find that they cater more to like the Caucasian spectrum of things. So who knows? I'm gonna do a video on this, and I'm actually excited for this. I also decided, so this whole haul was all about foundations, and that's typically how I shop at Sephora. I literally only buy stuff from Sephora 2 times a year, which is when they have their sale. So I noticed, actually when I was shopping, I noticed that Sephora decided to revamp their collection of foundations and powders, and I was like, I have to try it. And also, they're super affordable in terms of like all the other stuff that are sold in Sephora. So I decided to went and get the Matte Perfection foundation. This is a full coverage foundation. Now, me personally, I don't like full coverage foundation, but I know that sometimes it is necessary, especially if I'm going out. I don't want to be like putting on a foundation and trying to build. So I decided to try the CoverGirl Sephora Matte Perfection foundation, and I actually like the color. So I got the color in Mocha. I was looking online and I thought cappuccino would be good for me, but then when I went in store, I actually bought this after the sale. These two I bought with the sale, this I bought after the sale. But when I went in the store and I tried it out, I tried it on my hands and then I tried it on my face, and I thought it was so smooth. It went on so smooth on my hands. So I was like, I had to try it. I have to buy it. And also, when I did try it on my hands, it was raining that day when I tried on my hands, and it did not budge at all. So I figured if it didn't budge on my hands, then it won't budge on my face, on this oily face. So I'm excited to try this. I also got their No Mistake high coverage concealer in Clove, which online, this is very deceptive. Online, it looks way lighter than it actually is in the packaging. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm actually excited to try it. I bought this with the intention of using it under my eyes as like an under eye concealer, and I feel like I may have to return it because the color looks super dark and I don't really want to open it because I'm going to return it. So this is very deceptive online. I also went and got the Sephora, I'm like looking at the time, I still have like a couple minutes left. I also went and got the Sephora powder foundation. If this will open, I got the color, it's supposed to be a matte perfecting foundation, which, like I said, I love my face to be matte. The color actually looks super light in person than it does online, so I'm not sure how I feel about this. I may or may not return it. I did get the 15% off with it. I am a VIB, not a VIB Rouge, because I ain't no way in hell I'm gonna spend $1,000 on Sephora in a year. So I did get the 15% off on this, and I'm not sure how I feel about the color. I'm gonna have to use it to see if I like the color, but the color matching on Sephora is very deceptive. So I would suggest that if you guys are interested in trying out the Sephora collection, better off you go in a Sephora store, try out the color, see if you like it, and then purchase it from then, because you're probably going to be highly disappointed when it comes up in the mail. And the last thing I bought, which like I said, I didn't buy a lot of stuff, so yeah. The last thing I bought was the Olaplex Hair Perfector Repair and Strengthen Serum in number 3. I've been wanting to try this for the longest time, and I did not notice how small it is. This is literally 3.3 fluid ounces. Online, I should have probably read the description, which I usually do, but I didn't. Online, the bottle looks so much bigger than it is. And I bought this because I noticed that I have low iron. So whenever I don't take my iron pills or I don't eat enough vegetable, my hair just started to shed. And I also noticed that my hair has a lot of split ends. And this, I've watched a lot of natural hair gurus, and they say this stuff is amazing. So I'm excited to try it. I am going to do a video on it and let y'all know how I feel about it, but I'm a little disappointed that it is so tiny, because I have a lot of hair, and this is really tiny. It says it's supposed to help with damaged hair within 2 to 3 weeks, so we shall see. And that is all I bought. Oh, I forgot. I also bought the CoverGirl. What is up with me and CoverGirl? I also bought the Sephora color corrector in Bright Future. This is the dark, like orangey one, and I bought it just to color correct under my eyes. I get a lot of darkness right in the center, right here on my eyes. Like, darkness is only right here, so I use a color corrector to just kind of cover over it before I go over the concealer. This was on sale for $7, plus I also get a discount on it, so I'm actually excited to try this. And that is all I got from Sephora. I wanted to note that I ordered like 2 other samples. You know how when you buy stuff from Sephora, they give you the option to get like 2 samples aside from your beauty perk. And I was supposed to get 2 sample of the Tatcha resurfacing cleanser and the mosquito like fragrance, because I wanted to see what that smells like. It never came, so I don't know what was going on. They were probably rushing my order, and some kid probably mistakenly forgot to put that in, but whatever, I don't really care. So that was all I got from Sephora. I will not be shopping from Sephora again until probably the next VIB sale, which should be around November. And usually, like I said, I only get re-up of the stuff that I like and the stuff that I've been using. So that is it. I'm gonna do other videos talking about I'm probably gonna do like a video using full face of Fenty, which I'm actually kind of excited about that, because Fenty Beauty is like one of my new favorite brands, and it's not because of Rihanna, but it's because the product is actually good. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. Have a good day, and I'm about to go to work. Bye guys.